friends, welcome to my channel Take a Bite with me Ashika. So today I'm gonna share with you all a very easy sweet recipe which can be made at home. So today's recipe is Rasagulla. To get that soft spongy texture, I will be also sharing some of the tips. So just keep watching this recipe till the end. So now here I have taken 1 liter of full fat milk. Let's get this milk to a boil on a low flame. Meanwhile, let's prepare this vinegar mixture. You can also take 1 lemon juice, but I prefer to use vinegar. So here I have taken 2 tablespoons of vinegar, which I'll be diluting with water. It's always like 1:2 ratio, that is 2 tablespoons of vinegar and 4 tablespoons of water. So here the milk has also come to a boil. Let's switch off the flame and allow this milk to set just for 5 minutes. This is the first tip, that is, remember to switch off the flame and set it for 5 minutes before adding the vinegar to it. And after 5 minutes, let's start adding the vinegar gradually and let's wait till the milk curdles. Note that do not add the vinegar mixture once itself, add it gradually, and once the milk curdles completely, stop adding vinegar. Do not add too much of vinegar, which will harden the chena. So now to get this to a room temperature, let's add cold water to this curdled milk. Let's mix it nicely. And now it's time to strain this curdled milk over a strainer which is lined with a muslin cloth. So here is the second tip, that is to get the temperature down of this curdled milk, because if you do not get the temperature down, later you won't get the soft spongy texture of the rasgulla. So now again we need to wash this chena just to remove the excess vinegar flavor which is in the chena. So wash it nicely. So the chena is ready now. Let's try removing the excess water which is present in the chena. So now let's allow it to set for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, let's keep the water to boil. So here I have taken 4 cups of water. To this, I'll be adding 2 cups of sugar. So here is the third tip of this recipe, that the sugar syrup should not be thick. So be very careful while adding the sugar syrup, because later it will result in a hard rasgulla. Now to this, we have to add 1 tablespoon rose water or kevra water, whatever is available at home. Let's mix it nicely. Some people also add cardamom pods, but I don't like the flavor of cardamom pods in the sugar syrup, so I am skipping it. So now on a clean surface, let's remove this chena. And now you need to knead it nicely. You can see there is no moisture present in this chena. So using this part of your hand, you should knead it nicely. And the fourth tip is, knead the chena nicely to break all the big granules that is present in this chena, to get that crackless, nice and neat rasgulla balls. So you can see it has combined well and the soft dough is ready. Now let's start making small balls of it. Remember to divide it to equal portions. So here in 1 liter of milk I have got 8 medium sized chana balls, but you can adjust the size according to your preference. Let's make a soft balls just to avoid the cracks. So the soft balls are ready and the sugar syrup has also come to a boil. Now do not keep the flame on low. On a high flame itself, when the sugar syrup is still boiling, you need to add these chana balls. And remember, do not keep the flame on low. Keep the flame on high, close the lid and cook these chana balls for 15 minutes. Do not open the lid for 15 minutes. And here's the 5th tip for you. And exactly after 15 minutes, just open the lid and check that beautiful chana balls which has doubled in size. So here the rasgulla is ready. Friends, just switch off the flame and allow it to come to room temperature and just transfer it to a serving bowl. So you can see how soft the rasgulla has come out, how spongy it is. I'll just break it and show the inside texture for you. Just see the inner texture. Just observe again how soft it is, how neat it is. So friends, do try this in your home. If you like this recipe, please do give a big thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe my channel for more such wonderful recipes. I hope you will follow all these tips to get the perfect rasgulla. Thank you.